Hi, this is Margaret Gilbert, and I'd like to take a few minutes as we're getting ready to begin our ALHL 115 online course to show you just how you're going to set up your MindTap account, which is the account that you'll be using in our course for certain of the materials, videos, exercises, some testing. It just gives you lots of resources. So you need to make sure that you set it up correctly. So what I'm going to do is walk you through that procedure. Let me share my screen here, and I want to go to, okay. So what we are going to do is go to the college's website. And if you're not familiar with using Blackboard, from the college's website, you go to My CCBC, Blackboard. Oh, and I want to change accounts. Close this. All right, so we're going to log in. And again, when you log in, what you're going to use are the credentials that you use all the time. In other words, you use it for Simon, you use it when you're going to register, you use it for Blackboard, your email. It's all the same credentials as you log in. Okay, now I want to go to my course. And here's my spring. And yours may look a little different depending upon how many courses you have. So you want to find our actual course. Now, when you look at our course, in the toolbar over here, as I sent you an announcement earlier, and I sent in a couple announcements and emails earlier trying to get you started to take looking at our course and course materials. First thing you're going to do always, and just a reminder here, is you want to go to Getting Started, and you want to go through everything that is listed under Getting Started. It's all good information to help you understand just how our course is going to work. So I'll just go out of Getting Started because I want to show you now, particularly today, how you set up your MindTap account. If you look over here at the left under course content and go down to MindTap link, to set up your MindTap account, you must enter through our course Blackboard site. So we're now in our course Blackboard site. I'm going to click MindTap link, and here's my direct link to MindTap course. I'm going to click that. And it's loading the content or hooking us into Cengage's MindTap site for our textbook, the Ehrlich textbook. Okay, it comes up here to a screen. Here are the course materials, and it gives you the ISBN number. Medical Terminology, ALHL 115, Spring 21, 8th edition. Payment is required. They will give you a 2-week grace period. If you read this carefully, if you went to the CCBC bookstore, the online bookstore, and you bought a code, okay, you would click Enter It Now. You'd click here, and you would go ahead and you would enter that code number. If you don't have a code yet, okay, but you want to set up your account, and you do want to set it up, click Continue. Okay. And here is, I'm going to go trial access because that's what I have available. Okay. And this is the trial one. So you get just about 14 days, 14 days that you can go ahead and use MindTap while you're waiting for either to get your materials from the bookstore, or if you're going to buy it directly from Cengage. If you're ready to purchase, right here, Cengage Unlimited Trial, here it gives you your purchase options. You can click there and it will give you a chance to purchase it directly from Cengage. You can try it for free. Right now, what I want to do is let's review our purchase options. If you're ready to buy it. Okay. So for $90 for a single course, I went spring. Here's where I get my Cengage Unlimited, which is a trial option that they're giving you. So it would allow me to enter a credit card or enter an access code. So if you bought it, you could again enter the access code. So that's the way that you can actually sign in and get into our course. So let me go back if I don't want to do that. Here's your software. Okay. Access code, if you got it from the bookstore, is on a little pamphlet that looks like this. And this is where you would find the code and go ahead and put it in. Okay, I have my code and I'm going to go ahead and enter it. And click register. Okay, I click continue. And again, it should load. Here's my course. If I want to view it, click on it, and it's going to bring up my MindTap materials. Okay, that just tells you it's like the cover of the book. Okay, so let's take a look here at what we have. It will give you a tour, and I suggest you go ahead and take the tour. I'm going to skip it right now. Okay. In this pane, it shows you exactly each one of the lessons that you're going to do. Course objectives, okay. And then everything that you will do for each lesson. To do it, you're simply going to click on it, and it will take you in and allow you to complete each one of the activities. And there is a chapter 2, there's 15 of them. So it matches our learning activities that are listed for actually using the textbook. if you're planning on using the ebook, this is also where you have access to the ebook. Over here, it says full book. Again, if you click on it, it'll take you into the book. All right. And you could go in and do your reading and your exercises in the book online. As you make a decision about whether you're going to buy the book or not, and you can get the book at the bookstore, you can rent it from Cengage. If you have very strong, good internet, I'd say go ahead. You're probably all right if you like to read online. If you prefer to hold a book or have a book that you can study offline, you may want to get the physical textbook, and that is really up to you. Okay, I'm going to warn you that if you have MindTap open, and let's say I just minimize that, and I'm going to come back to my course because I want to do some things in Blackboard. Again, I just want to show you when you're trying to figure out what you're supposed to do during week 1. I go here to week 1. This gives me my week 1, chapter 1 directions. All right. First thing I'm supposed to do is read the textbook. All right. So you would, if you have the physical book, read out of your book. If you have using the ebook, go into the ebook and you'll do your reading. And everything you need to do and read. When you're finished doing the learning exercises at the end of the chapter in the book, you're going to go log into MindTap, click the link for the lesson that you want to do, and just go through each one of the activities. Now, remember, we already have MindTap open, so we just need to go down and open the page, and we can look at what we need to do for each one of the activities. In each lesson, after each chapter, at the end of each week, there are 3 things you must do in order to, they count for your grade, so they're going to be recorded. One is the Apply Yourself Learning Lab, the Test Yourself. Now those 2 are in MindTap. Let me minimize and go back again. And let me look under our course content. Now I'm going to look at tests and chapter review applications. And here's chapter 1 review application. This is the last thing that you need to do in order to complete chapter 1. And again, there's 1 at the end of each chapter. That's just quickly how you get into and set up your MindTap account. Remember, you must do it from Blackboard. You have to open Blackboard first, then go to MindTap link, and then set up your account. You only need to do that once. If you're setting up the account and it stops and asks you for a username and password, I already had one, so you see it took me right in. If it stops and asks you for a username and password, I suggest you use whatever you use for everything else for the college. Just make sure it's something that you don't forget. I don't have access for that, so I wouldn't be able to help you reset it or figure out what it was that you had put in. Anyway, again, let me just go back to making sure, getting started. There's a Zoom recording you want to watch, which is a longer introduction. You want to review the syllabus carefully. You want to review the schedule. And remember, the schedule is there. You can always come back and look at the schedule. There's a written orientation here. The next important thing is to make sure that you also do the system check. Let me show you one thing. I still have MindTap open, so I'm going to go back to MindTap. If if you click, now, sorry, it is not showing it to me here. You're going to need to make sure you do your system check from the materials that I gave you under getting started. So come right here, click on this document, and it will give you links to do a system check. You need to make sure that your course settings on your computer are correct. Anyway, hope you have a great semester. Make sure you review everything under getting started very carefully. And if you have any questions, remember, go to messages, send me a message. And if we need to, we'll set up another Zoom meeting after we get the first week started. Have a great semester.